Yes, people, welcome back to another episode of Raw Ball Talk. Hope everyone is well and blessed this Wednesday. Um, Jalil and Jeff are just going to be jumping on very, very shortly. They're just coming back from work, so they'll be here in a sec. They'll be here in a sec. But let's get straight into it. Let's get straight into it, man. Obviously, smash the likes first thing. Smash the likes. If you're new to RBT, subscribe. And yes, make sure you keep also check out our TikTok, our Instagram, all the socials, Twitter. We're on all of them. So if you go on our Instagram page, all of the links should be there as well as on the YouTube description below to this video. So yeah, make sure you do that and help us out if you enjoy the content. But yeah, man, let's get straight into it. Like obviously last night, Champions League, Madrid against Man City, or should I say Man City against Madrid at the Etihad. Excellent game, crazy game. 4-3 was the final score, which leaves the second leg completely wide open. Um, City took the lead, great run from Mars off the left, kind of made a goal himself, jinking past two or three players, and then whipping a nice cross, which De Bruyne ran into perfectly. De Bruyne actually then set up the second goal for Jesus. Poor defending, I'd say, from Alaba. If you go in like that as a defender from across, which you didn't have to go in, but if you do go in, you have to kind of get the ball because otherwise you are prone to the striker turning you, or even then the lucky ricochets that fell for Gabriel Jesus to slow away and make it 2-0. And then the other thing is, then out of nowhere, City could have been 3-4 up at this stage. Mahrez and Foden, because people are sleeping on that Foden chance. That was a big chance. Foden's poor touch let him down. And Mahrez, on the other hand, poor finish with the right foot. I know people are saying he should have passed to Foden, who was on the other side, but Carvajal's defensive position was actually pretty good in terms of cutting out the pass, and yet being in a good enough position where if Mahrez had taken it onto his left, he may have not got a clear shot away. So you have to give Carvajal credit there. He managed to stop the pass, but yeah, kind of stop Mahrez from going from his favorite side as well to shoot. So fantastic defending, I feel like, from Carvajal. But it's still a big chance, big chance for Foden to go 3-0 up, probably kill the tie. And then out of nowhere, Madrid, uh, you don't even want to say half a chance for a player of his quality. It's half a chance, and that was Benzema, volley, left-footed, perfectly finished. A lot of Benzema's finishes, if you see, are actually in the corners. It's hard to say keepers actually have a chance with them. So, yeah, and that made it 2-1 to Madrid, to City, sorry. Madrid pull a goal back. And then Madrid kind of got into it a bit more. Man City was still the dominant team. Foden then made it 3-1. Brilliant work from Fernandinho, who was like the right back fitted in at that point because John Stones, who was filling in at right back because Walker and Cancelo were both out due to injuries and suspension, respectively, had gone off injured. So Fernandinho was there. Great work from Fernandinho, intercepting the ball from a pass from Mendy to Vinicius. They're making the run, brilliant cross, and then Foden finishes with a header. And again, you're thinking, okay, City now on top. At this point now, Mars had missed another one-on-one that hit the post, and then Foden had missed the rebound where it was blocked. So yeah, it was just crazy. It was a crazy game at this point. And then again, Madrid make it 3-2. Brilliant work from Vinicius, passing to him just before the halfway line and completely sold Fernandinho a dummy. And I think what the beauty of that skill from Vinicius is that it shows that to skill someone up, it just doesn't have to be about the brilliance of your footwork, but it can also be just sharpness of your mind. And Vinicius knew there, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to attempt this, and then if it works, I know Fernandinho can't catch me. So, that's where it's just a sharpness of mind, split of a second. Someone who's not used to playing right back or is more used to playing in those center mid position where if you get done like that, usually you give a foul away. Maybe it's a bit different if you're playing a right back, and that's what Vinicius did, exploit it. And then obviously awful defending from Ruben Diaz. He was way too high. Don't know why he was alongside Fernandinho, and then he could never he didn't anticipate Vinicius going past him, which then meant he was behind Vinicius, could never catch him. Laporte is caught in a catch-22 because he's thinking, I can't be going from left centre-back all the way to essentially the right-back side to stop Vinicius. If I do, Benzema's open. He can find them. So in the end, they literally let Vinicius run as if it was a one-on-one from the halfway line and make it 3-2. So that was a very, very poor goal for City to give away whilst it was still brilliant from Vinicius' end. And then Bernardo Silva kind of showing the same old the slogan, play to the whistle. That's what he did. I think it was Zinchenko that was fouled in the end of the box. Few Madrid players hesitated. Bernardo Silva jumped in and then fantastic finish, top corner, or kind of top corner. Courtois caught flat-footed. That made it 4-2, and then you're thinking, okay, now it's finally done. Morris then goes on a drinking run inside the box, puts it just wide. And then Laporte, moment of madness, or just I don't understand why his arm was so high. I understand that when you jump, especially if you want to elevate to the best level that you can, you need your arms to elevate, but there's no reason why your arms should be alongside your head, literally, especially your opposite arm. So that was strange. Clear penalty, Stonewall. And Benzema missed 2 against Osasuna, I believe, last week in a 7-minute spell. And strolled up and Panenka down the middle. And yeah, that made it 4-3 to Man City. A couple more half chances for City after that, but it ended there 4-3. And in a really was a fantastic game. Fantastic game of football. It's very interesting. I think one of the key takeaways that I would say is that I know at the start of the season, I wasn't too keen on the removal of away goals because what away goals added was that drama of knowing, okay, especially if you're actually part of the competition where you say, you know what, we're away from home. If we get one, that's essentially worth 2 goals. But so I wasn't happy with that because you always feel like you got that drama. If this team is in away goals, peak, etc., etc. But what I do have to say is that by removing away goals, it's kept games. It feels like games in the knockout stages have been more open, or ties have been more open in general. Just like, for example, let's say if even Madrid, Chelsea, if Chelsea they lost, what's that? They lost 3-1 at home. I mean, if that was, for example, last year where there's away goals, even when they go 2-0, they know that they need another one. And then, funnily enough, that game ended up being 3-1 going into extra time. But yeah, let me just add Jeff. What are you saying, Jeff?
Hey, man, all good, man. Sorry.
What are you saying?
Yeah, all good, man. How's things?
All good, my bro. All good. Just touching on the Man City Madrid game. Still, just looking back at it, crazy game, bro. What did you make of it?
Very, 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 very entertaining. If I was as a neutral, if I was one of those team supporters, I'd be, especially Man City, I'd be happy and unhappy at the same time because they going forward, they looked like they were going to score 10. Defensively, they looked like they were going to concede 8. It was literally one of those kind of games. But yeah, they got the first blood to them. But I guess Real Madrid at the Bernabeu, despite them having like an aging team, it's going to be a difficult game to go and get a result there.
Yeah. What do you think it is about Madrid where, if we're being honest, they should have probably lost by 3 or 4 goals yesterday, if we're being brutally honest. Even if you look at Madrid's goals, first one is half a chance at best. That's only because Benzema made it half a chance. Ridiculous goal. The second one is very poor defending from City to let Vinicius run in a straight line. And then the third one is just a moment of madness from Laporte giving away a pen. I don't really remember thinking Madrid had many other chances.
No, not really. Not that I can remember. I'd say maybe 7 chances whole game. I'm going to say that.
Yeah, whereas City had like Bro, we can list them, man. Like Morris had three
Post
post,
greedy right-footed one.
the greedy right-footed one, and then another one, the jinking run second half that he shot wide with his right foot.
I
But
remember
went
that.
just
Yeah, yeah.
wide.
Mm-hmm.
Then you had Foden. He had one.
Better
When Kane,
first touch, he scores. Yeah, better
um,
first touch, he scores.
Diaz almost got on the end of a cross.
Mm-hmm.
Where he almost tapped it in. So it was like, yeah, if it just felt like City, and then there were one or two times where City's last pass was just like not quite good enough, and you just think, wow, that could have been another goal. So, do you
Yeah,
think Pep will be disappointed with 4-3?
yeah. Didn't you? That you saw his reaction when Mahrez
The right
right
forward, right?
footed. He's
Yeah, he went
fuming. It's
nuts. He went
it kind
nuts.
of kind of reminded me. Remember when Man City were 1-0 up against Chelsea and then Chelsea won 3-1?
Yes, and De Bruyne hit the bar.
Yeah, and from like
Yes,
it's like 2 yards, and he
yes,
was fuming. He knows like
yeah,
those small margins are what win games. Like especially he knows like 2-0, Madrid ain't out of it, and they went and scored 20 minutes, 15 minutes later. But if Mahrez squares that and they put that in, Madrid are more deflated, and then City will probably run out comfortable winners in the tie. But all of a sudden, those small things are what separates games. So whereas Mahrez had a good game, like a great game, it's like those that kind of greed can lose you a final, like
yeah.
or that opportunity a final.
Yeah, you see with that chance, I remember when I first saw it live, I remember screaming pass straight away. I felt like he had to do
Mm-hmm.
the pass first time.
Mm-hmm.
When I saw the replay, I could see why maybe he didn't do it, but then
Yeah,
I think his problem was that his first touch meant he couldn't even take it on his left foot. Like
I
he
feel
kind
you.
of messed the whole, you know how he kind of messed up the last chance against Liverpool.
Yeah,
It felt a bit
yeah, I
like
feel you. I feel you. You know like what it is because he's good enough to like commit a defender and then put it on a plate for somebody.
ex-
Like he's good enough.
exactly.
Like it's not like it's no disrespect to Milner, but it's not like it's Milner and you're like, I feel like I'm right out of options. Mahrez is good enough. His trick is his thing is the trickery of his feet. He can commit
Yeah,
you and go past you at any moment.
yeah,
So I just feel like someone as good as that, like as good as he is with that, like you've got to square it. Like a
yeah,
right-footed shot near post against top 3 keeper in the world, maybe, or
yeah.
top 5 keeper in the world is
Definitely
you've
top
got
five.
that you've got a 10% chance, maybe.
Yeah,
You went for top corner too. Like you didn't
yeah,
you didn't go for a sneaky one. You went for this blockbuster goal near post. It's like,
bro. If
bro,
anything, he should have caught across goal. If
yeah,
anything,
yeah. Like, oh yeah, you asked, what do you think Real Madrid keeps Real Madrid in the competition?
yeah,
Uh,
bro. How do we do
just
it?
I don't know. I think it's just in their DNA, man. As of recent, like they went a long time without winning it, but
Yes, yeah, 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 yeah.
once they got a taste for it, it feels like they just know what to do there. Like even if we're being honest, out of the 4 they won in a row, it's 4 in a row, right? Yeah, it was 4.
4 out of 5, 3 in a row.
Yeah, 3 in a row. 2 of those they shouldn't have won.
I agree that for me, there's definitely 100% they shouldn't.
1,000% won where they got
There's
lucky.
which one do you think is the one that they got luckier?
I feel like was it the most recent one? Was it the Liverpool one? I can't.
I
It's
feel like
one
it
of
was
those.
the one they won on penalty shootout against Atletico,
That
where
was definitely
Griezmann missed a
lucky.
penalty in the final.
Yeah, that was definitely
But
lucky.
that one,
Mhm.
Atletico were definitely better. Madrid should never have won that tie.
Even to a
Lose that game.
degree, if I'm there's maybe even more than 2. Even the one where Ronaldo scored the pen at the end, Bale scored.
Where Ramos 94th minute equalizer, bro.
Yeah, it's like your whole it's just your good players are keeping you in the game, but
Yeah.
it's kind of the same here. Like that Benzema goal, people won't really talk about it the way that it should be talked about, but you're not meant to score that. That's weren't that good.
No,
It's on
exactly.
your weaker foot, and you found a way to guide it
Into the corner.
in
Like
off the post. Like the goal is ridiculous. So I say he's one of the major parts of it because he just seems to be aging backwards. Like he's getting better as he's getting older. Or maybe it's just because Ronaldo is not there, he's got more of a chance to be the main guy. Maybe it's just that. Because he's ridiculous right now. Like, he's ridiculous.
He's mad right now, man. Benzema, like that finish was crazy, man.
I watched it 10, 15 times. I don't understand why you've done this. Like first time,
bro. Like that's what people don't deep. It's not a chance. You're not really supposed to score there on your weaker foot. On your right foot, it's already hard enough. But on your weaker foot, nah, man, it's just absolutely mental finish from Benzema, man. Like what a player he is.
And then the Penenko.
Yo,
my guy.
Yo, what you saying,
that's
bro?
good, yeah.
All good, bro. All good, man. Talking about Man City, Madrid. What you saying?
Yeah, good man. Great game yesterday. I think it was one of the best games to watch in a while. To be fair, it was back and forth, and for me, I think Mahrez deserves a bit more respect. You know what I'm saying? Like
he was brilliant yesterday, but we were just saying it's fine margins.
You can't like just we were saying like just the way like the shot like it's a 10% chance really, like a right foot top corner against Courtois with two men to your left. It's just like like we even say like you're great. You troubled Mendy all game, destroyed that guy. But when you look back to like those small margins, like when you look at Barcelona against Liverpool, and they won 3-0, but you look at Dembele's miss at the end in the first game, you're just thinking, all right, that's gonna come back to haunt you. You just know it is because the miss is so bad that you just know it's gonna come back, and it did. So I feel like those kind of things, even if it might not get talked about, it could still come back to be like, obviously City could have done their job anyway, but that was like a major chance.
Because if Madrid win next week like 2-0 or 3-1 or go through on pens, that's one of the highlights. That's one of the key moments of the game. If you go, I can't lie. If City went 3-0 up, I think they win about 4 or 5-0. The way the game was going, Madrid didn't have a clue.
Too many chances. They didn't know what to do with it. You know, they thought, okay, we're gonna have 5 more. We're gonna have this more.
Yeah,
Foden,
I think you're right.
Yeah, Foden potentially. I think he's as much as I prayed, because I was having a chat about Mahrez with a couple of my boys, and I was just trying to defend him, and they were like, "Oh, it's the reason why they got out. It's all his fault." But fair enough, I hear that. But I think with the shot he took, and then Foden tapped it straight away. That's the initial thing you should do. But everyone's like, he should have taken a touch. How could you say what someone was meant to do at that time? It's fast football. We all play football. When it comes to your foot, you just got to be active and do something. And for me, that was about. If you take a touch, you're getting clamped, and the ball's gone, and everyone's gonna be like, "Why you take a touch?" You can't.
You don't take a touch. You don't take a touch there. Like you have to go first time. It's just unlucky. Like I guess just try to maybe put it a bit too central, but he did the right thing. Like, you're not meant to take a touch there. Like you have to go first time.
It's either first time or he, like Jeff said, he has to take a touch that's good enough that puts him on his left foot. Because how many times have we seen players in that position take a touch, entice the defender towards them, and then play the pass in between their legs right across goals? That's more common than you think.
I think you're both talking about two different instances. You know, I think Jalil's talking about the post, and I think you're talking about the one we talked about.
No, the post one he has to score. I'm sorry.
He does. But
for me, the one he hits the post, he's got to score.
Mahrez or Foden?
Mahrez.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know.
For someone like him,
1-on-1 on your left.
Yeah. For him, he has to score. Like
he's got to score.
He's done. That's a shot he makes in his sleep. Like him. Yeah. So I don't know. Obviously, it's unlucky. Like you hit the post. It's not like nothing much you can do. But yeah, like I think Jalil's right in terms of the Foden thing. You did everything you're meant to do. It's just some heroic defending back there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That 100%. That one, just great defending. What do you man think about Foden playing off the left? Like, I was having a chat with a few of my guys yesterday, and we're not sure the left is actually his best position. He might actually be better down the middle. Like the left kind of limits his strengths a bit. What do you guys think about that?
You know what it is about him? I think he's so good footballing wise. Even if it's not his best position, realistically, he's going to be better than a lot of people out there.
That's the thing, yeah. That's where he's at right now, yeah.
So, like, on a much smaller scale, that was Saka's problem. Like, Saka isn't Foden to me. Saka's a very, very good young player, but Foden is like, it's the way he sees the game. It's like, it's scary. Like, the way he just runs past people. Like, he's a very, very scary player. But, yeah, you feel like they just don't know exactly how to use him. He just has to play right now. So he could, if there's a spot and someone's not doing well, he can play false nine. If Mahrez isn't doing so well, he can go right. But at the moment, it's just this time. Grealish didn't even come on. I don't think Grealish hasn't. Like, he's not playing too well from the left at this moment, and Sterling's kind of in and out of the team. So it's just like we find any way to accommodate this kid because he's that good.
You know what? The Grealish one is interesting, Jalil, because you think about it. Imagine that City team yesterday with remove Gabriel Jesus and you put Haaland. I can't lie. I think the tie's probably over.
Oh yeah, of course. With all them chances. About ignore.
Jesus wasn't even bad. Jesus was actually pretty good, to be fair. And he started his only chance away. He only had one chance.
Yeah. But ever since he went, ever since he's been linked with us, this guy's been on form. Was he trying to keep his place lit? He's like, no, I'm too good for that.
That's what I've seen. Yeah, I've seen that. Do you know what I mean? He's like, fuck Arsenal. To be fair, the way he's playing right now, Arsenal got to snap him up the way he's playing right now.
Yeah, man, he's looking like the Jesus 2 years in when he first came.
First couple of years, Jesus was mad still.
I know it's only really like two games, but when he's played this season, he does look good, even if it is off the right.
Yeah,
like he does look good.
Do you think that Grealish might be in trouble? Like everyone thought second season you play more, which will be next year for him. But with Haaland coming in, Pep loves Foden. Is Grealish guaranteed to be playing next season, you think?
I think it will be very similar to using Grealish specifically for maybe Champions League or cup games and stuff. They've got a massive squad. I do feel like he'll cement himself in the Prem though. I just feel like if it's not happening, because I think he's been okay this season, personally. Myself.
He's been okay. He's been okay, yeah.
But the debates I've been having about Grealish, because obviously I put him like when I talk about good players, and we've done debate shows in terms of ranking Grealish and stuff. I've always rated him highly, and I always get these calls and these messages about you're giving Grealish too much stick. I mean, even our guy Jamie, like in group chats, he doesn't like Grealish. He's like, it's a waste of money. I'm bigging him up, and then he's bigging him down. Do you get what I'm saying? So for me, Grealish will be used, whether it's for Champions League, because Mahrez is really a Champions League player. If he played against like all the team, he hasn't really been in. He's been in the Prem, but look at the numbers wise. Mahrez has played more in. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, you are low key right. Last couple of years, Mahrez has kind of more made his name in the
Champions League, right? Then Prem. He's been in the Prem, don't get me wrong, but more numbers in the Champions League, and that's for a reason. And Pep is that smart enough to be like, I'm going to use my man here, for example. So with Grealish, man, you know me, I'm all about patience. You know me, like you're gonna ask me, I'm gonna say he's washed, he's done. He's gonna do well in the Premier League. You don't do that well at Aston Villa, and even when the games where people say he's been poor, I still see stuff that he's making shit happen. He beats his man, and more or less, I've never really seen anyone pocket him. Like if we go back to games, I've been watching a lot of City games. I haven't seen anyone have the best of him. But that's because realistically, him and Cancelo are probably double team guys anyway. But I've never seen someone have the best of Grealish, and that's just me. Maybe I'm blind to it. Might be a bit biased, but I haven't seen it. So until someone tells me, I haven't really seen it.
I mean, to be honest, you're always gonna have games where you get pocketed. I think there was one game where Hakimi had him.
He had him. He had him back pocket.
Hakimi had him back pocket. But listen, sometimes as a winger, some days. You're just like, you know what, this guy has me today.
Grealish, you know what is Grealish just isn't a winger. Like at Aston Villa, like you can do what you want because he did what he wanted he was 18. From when Villa were first in the Prem, he did what he wanted. That's why he was like linked with Spurs and that then. Like he was doing what he wanted then. So Pochettino and that wanted him then. But especially the last season at Villa, he was everything to Villa. Like he did whatever he wanted. Like he kept onto the ball forever, went past whoever he wanted to go past, scored when he wanted to score, set up Watkins when he wanted to set up Watkins. It was kind of like easy. But Pep's system isn't that easy. You can't just do what you did. Like we even think we did say it even when he did move there. It said he'll be good, but it's going to take a while.
We did say it, to be fair. We do say it, to be fair.
He doesn't move the ball quick because he's been used to just holding on to the ball, doing what he wanted. He's like a one-man band. Like you can't do that at City. And I think eventually when that's taken out of his game, he will be a centre mid. Like, I don't know if Gundogan's going to stick around. Gundogan's going to be 32. Gundogan could decide to just leave.
To Arsenal as well, isn't it?
He's been linked to Arsenal, yeah. I mean, Jeff, you say 32?
About to be. Like he's going to be 32.
I'm questioning it now, man. I don't want people coming to us at the end of their career. I'm questioning it now. Before I was like, yeah, take him. But I'm thinking about it age-wise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he turns 32 in October.
Oh, sorry, I'm a while away.
So he starts the season 31. I mean, for Arsenal, for anyone else, you could probably do with him for 2 years, I think.
Yeah, I know the Willian thing scarred us, but I think Gundogan he's a top player, man. He is. Like, I think Willian was. I could see why someone would have won him, to be honest, because the Willian thing is kind of left a bad taste in every Arsenal fan's mouth.
The thing is, Willian wasn't interested in being part of Arsenal, and when you're not interested in playing football, you're just not going to play well. And I think with Gundogan, I just have a feeling that he won't down tools. I'm not even sure Willian down tools per sense. I just think he just started bad and it continued bad.
It's weird. Willian started with like 3-4 assists and then just went ghost. Like that was it.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That's from one game. That was for one game, though.
Yeah, against Fulham, right?
Yeah, he tore Fulham. We won like 5-0 or something, and then
yeah. But
he didn't do anything.
What was I gonna say? Like, obviously, because apparently the thing with Haaland is, and obviously people smash a like. The thing with Haaland is that he is gonna sign for City. The reason why he's signing for City and not Madrid is because he's seen how Benzema's playing and said, you know what, Madrid don't need me right now. Let Mbappe go there. Let me play for City 3-4 years, develop, and then sign for Madrid at 25, something like that. Apparently, that's his plan. That's what Guillaume Balaguer said. That's his plan, which in a way makes sense because even for City, it's like, you know what, if we can have Haaland for 4 years, that's not a bad deal. If you want to go Madrid after that, boy, we'll find a way to replace you. In that meantime, we might win 3 or 4 more leagues and Champions Leagues and whatever. So, like, I just think if City get Haaland, it is a scary sight. I can't even lie.
No one should think about the league if they get Haaland.
They create way too much, man. For Haaland, they create way too much, bro. Even saw it yesterday. Oh man,
bro, and even Haaland has got, like we even said, like, if Cristiano Ronaldo was at City, he has 16 for Man United. What the hell would he be on if he was at City?
That's actually a good point. I can't lie. I was thinking about that the other day. And big up Wyo in the building saying, bro, Haaland is signing for City for one reason, and that's the paper. You might be, as a Liverpool fan, how do you feel, though, about him signing for City? Because obviously, yeah, okay, there's your answer. Liverpool can think about the league. So you're still confident, which I respect.
Liverpool
will still challenge them.
Yeah, I mean, is Liverpool, Wyo, you might know better than us. Are they looking to bring in anyone, though? Like anyone big names, or you just think Salah's going to save you again? I think you're going to sell him, right? I don't know, man. I don't know what Liverpool's planning for next season. It's got the paper.
The Salah one is interesting because he says that the club know what I want. And I'm thinking, and he keeps saying it's not money related. So I'm like, okay, if it's not money related, you're literally fighting for every single trophy. You're literally in every single trophy about to go to the end of the season. Like, what more do you want? Like,
someone said they want Mane gone.
Imagine. You know what? Mane's only got 1 year left as well, you know.
He'll stay though. He'll stay.
I don't know, but there's no talk of him getting a new deal. It's a bit weird.
He'll play down the middle for the last couple. I mean, how old is he? 30. Okay, he's gonna be 30. Okay, so
Mane and Salah are both about to turn 30. They're literally like 1 month apart. Age wise.
Mane will play down the middle, man. You've got Jota and you've got Diaz, man. You're laughing, bro. At least
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what could happen. Like one of them could go. Don't know. I just don't know which one is gonna be.
I can see one of them going. I think Mane's gone. I don't know why, man. I just think Mane might be gone.
Yeah, I think Liverpool are gonna big signing wise. I think Liverpool are gonna focus on getting Bellingham. I would if I was them.
Now you see, apparently Liverpool are looking at Bellingham or Tchouaméni.
There you go.
I mean, that Fed player.
Yeah. I can't lie. If Liverpool get Tchouaméni, there's problems. Because he's to be fair, Bellingham as well.
Bellingham is gonna be listen. Give it 3-4 years. When you talk about Mbappe's and Haaland's, he's gonna be right there. That guy is special.
Yeah, I'd love to see Bellingham in the Prem just to see him week in, week out.
We saw what he did to City.
We did see what he did to City, to be fair. In fact, yeah, they should have won that title last year, actually, though, man.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, even Tchouaméni would be a great signing because, I saw that Madrid apparently might go the cheap route, not go for Tchouaméni and maybe look to sign Pogba on the free. Which I don't really understand that tactic from Madrid. It doesn't even make any sense. I don't know. I just think Pogba's going to go PSG, and then PSG will potentially have Pogba, Neymar, Messi, and Mbappe if he stays, and then Zidane as manager potentially because Pochettino's gone. That would be a madness. I can't lie. I don't know how that would work. But
yeah, saying Pochettino back to Spurs apparently, and Conte maybe to PSG. There's all kinds of rumors going on.
Conte at PSG would be a disaster.
He doesn't play. He doesn't have time for games. Like we know what he's on. So people like Neymar, doing what he wants, and other people doing what they want. He's just gonna say, "Get out,
get out." Yeah. And how are you gonna tell Neymar to get out?
He's kind of a lot of the reason people are coming to the stadium.
Well, actually, you say that the PSG fans actually want Neymar out.
Confirmed. 1 minute they're booing him, next minute they like him
every game. To the point where Neymar said last game after they won the league, Neymar said, "Well, they better get tired of whistling because I've got 3 more years on my contract."
Oh wow,
that's how bad it's got.
Wow. Okay.
You're even getting leaks which have to come from inside PSG because it never came out before that the PSG board would actually be open to selling him. The problem for PSG is he's 30 years old, injury prone, on stupid wages.
And doesn't seem to care about football.
And maybe doesn't even seem to care about football anymore. So realistically, outside of Newcastle, who's signing Neymar?
No one with a brain. Barcelona.
And even if you're Newcastle, would you sign? I mean, I'm mad. If you're Newcastle, I guess for the vibe,
you would.
For vibes, you just have to sign Neymar.
Neymar and some Maximan on each wing.
Yo, hey, I'll go up there. I can't lie.
I'll go time, no problem.
Hey, there'll be no defending him over there, but yeah, man. Bro, them clubs there are like Spurs are not worth talking about. That club is just there to make up the numbers.
The same serial league winners are just there to make up numbers. That's dread. Oh man.
Do we see? I mean, do we honestly? Let's be real. Do we see Spurs doing anything in the next 5 years? Let me just ask you boys that. I just want to know, man.
Yeah. When you say doing anything, you mean like challenge for the league?
Fuck it, I'm gonna do this. FA Cup and Carabao Cup, everything. Do you see them doing anything?
No.
I mean, they could sneak a Carabao Cup, maybe. But what does that mean? Wigan won the FA Cup.
I can't see nothing. Like Conte was their way back in because Conte's kind of got this cheat code style. It seems like, and he's a successful manager no matter how you look at the style. But if he wants to go, and if the money you've been giving him is just not enough, he had to fight. He had to come back 6 months later to get what he wanted. And if it's still not what he wants, then he's going to be gone. And who's going to take over? You've had Mourinho and Conte and Nuno as your last 3 managers.
Exactly. And then you look at it, it's like, if you're looking at, for example, PSG, I don't get personally why they would get Conte because Conte is amazing in leagues. but his European record is actually horrible.
Stinks.
At Juve, he was finishing top of Serie A, getting knocked out of group stages every year. Goes Inter Milan, same thing. At Chelsea, when he was at Chelsea, they won the league year after they went out in the group stages.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
Like, and PSG only care about the Champions League, so for them it makes no sense to get him. But is he too big for Spurs? I think he probably has realized this ain't it.
Probably is. Like, and even if we look at like Kane's probably, or last year was the best year of his life. This year he's just rediscovered his form, but he's approaching 30 and injury prone. He's got glass ankles. Like, when does that get worse?
Yeah, exactly. Like, where else Spurs gonna get another Harry Kane from?
I heard Kane's linked to United. No, I heard he's linked to United again. That's come up in the last week or so. I've been seeing.
Yes, he gets linked there every year.
Do you think he'll ever go?
It depends on
up to Ten Hag, to be honest.
Yeah, who knows? Like,
it's a good player to have, bro. If he stays fit, he's good. I can't lie.
He is, but United have so many holes. You want to spend that much on a striker?
Yeah. True.
It's up to Ten Hag. Ten Hag might decide and say, yeah.
Listen, Kane. I don't know if he likes to create. He probably does to a degree, but his bread and butter is scoring. United at this moment, the build-up play is dreadful. Like, you've got McTominay and Matic is their most forward-thinking fit player right now. Like, because Pogba's out for the rest of the season, basically.
Bruno?
And yeah, Bruno's going through a shit patch. Like, nothing's working for him right now because the stats aren't working.
Yeah.
Can they get better? Can they get any better?
Yeah, like, you know, with 10, like, because just we look at Bruno's skill set, he's got a very good skill set. He just tries crazy stuff constantly, and he's been rewarded because it always comes off. But if Ten Hag comes in and, like, you already hear the rumors that he's not going for any of that, like, he's not going to let you do what you've been doing. So if he clips him and just says, all right, we're going to play this way, and of course it could get better.
Yeah, for United, the key for a lot of the players that are there at the moment is going to be pre-season. If they don't buy in at pre-season, then man will go. Which is why that's the good thing United have done, is appoint him so early that he will be there for the full pre-season.
Yeah, to see.
That is where I would say, you know what, United have done well there. I see that they're linked to Frankie de Jong from Barca.
That's a great sign if you get him.
That'll be good.
I'll say this about United, yeah. If and only if they get rid of the dead wood, the people that Ten Hag thinks is not going to do the work, I think they can move this project a lot quicker. Because from what I'm seeing videos of him, I saw it yesterday, and he looks the shit, bro. He disciplines people very well, and I feel you need that as a leader. You don't need to take BS. And if he gets rid of the deadwood early and starts bringing players, you don't need to bring on everyone because you're going to need a couple of windows. We know this, right? One weren't built in a day. But if he gets rid of a lot of the deadwood, United might be laughing.
That's the thing. I don't think it's going to be that quick because a lot of those, even down to Phil. You know, Phil Jones is on £110,000 a week.
Yeah, their wage structure is might be the worst in the league.
Wow.
Yeah, so like a lot of these players, like, they're just gonna want to run down their contracts because no one's gonna take them on the wages they are.
What's that? Martial's on 250. Rashford is not far off that.
Rashford's on 300, I think, if you include.
Oh, is he 300? What, is more than Martial? I thought Martial was on more.
So I think, if I'm not mistaken, Rashford's on like 220, 230, like without bonuses.
Okay. Then you got Pogba 300. De Gea like 375. Sancho's out north of 300, I think. Varane's around 300. It should be the Gea 375. No, sorry, Ronaldo 500k. Ronaldo 500k.
Yeah, Ronaldo, yeah.
Ronaldo 500 a week.
Yeah. Well, you're the most marketable player in football. It doesn't matter if he's 48. He's gonna get what he's gonna get.
Bro, Jalil, it might sound mad, but of all them players that we've listed, he might be the one you least look at his wages, because at least if he don't do nothing on the pitch, which he actually still is, his market value globally, we're talking about the most followed man on the planet on Instagram.
Yeah, facts. Yeah.
37 or
some man like Martial, I love him, but Rashford, them two, they're on 250 and 250 basically, both of them. How do you justify that? Remember, KDB just started earning 300k recently in the last year or so.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
Martial and Rashford have been on that for over 2 years.
Yeah, because Rashford's one came around in like the pandemic.
And Martial's came in 2019.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot.
Think about it. Martial's on 250 since 2019.
So unless they were willing to take pay cuts to move, because their form don't justify $250,000 a week. And then you get that's the Man United's problem, because as well they might have the money to get rid of everyone, but you're going to terminate everyone's contract the way City did? Probably not.
Exactly. And you know what's funny about the whole situation? In 2015, I think it was, Wenger said that bonuses, also signing on fees, and these mad wages were going to lead to more and more people becoming free agents. And everyone said he was wrong, but he was bang on right.
That's another man he's rarely wrong.
Yeah.
Like, you might not like his methods. That I know people might not agree with some of the things he's done at Arsenal. His football knowledge and foresight, he sees everything.
Yeah, his foresight.
At 72 or 71.
His foresight is crazy. And with that, Gillo, I was going to say, he was one of the early ones to say, let's remove Champions League away goals. Let's just make it goals a goal. And this is the first season they've implemented it. I can't lie, bro. I think it's actually working.
It is working. I mean, the only thing you miss out is the anxiety factor when someone scores that away goal. I think
anxiety. Yeah.
Oh, now we've got to get 2 goals if it's going to make any sense. So, just that away goals. I mean, I'm happy with both, to be fair. The away goals or not the away goals, man. Because regardless, it's shown that this is the first season we've done it without, and I didn't clock on until halfway through. But with that, I didn't really. I mean, I didn't clock, but football's still intense. Like, it's still active. Like, it hasn't taken away the competitiveness. So, yeah, man. Like, I know Wenger wanted it out for time, and trust me, if it went out a while ago, Arsenal, God knows what Arsenal would have been.
To be fair, I mean, it wouldn't have. I mean, Arsenal still lost 10-2 on aggregate, so I don't think away goals and no away goals would have been.
We're not talking about Bayern. We're not talking about that season. Damn.
Yeah. To be fair, no, they got
smacked up by Bayern.
Yeah, we got slapped up, bro.
Yeah, 10-2 on aggregates. But then again, Barca recently lost 8-2 to them, so we can take some solace from that.
That's the only reason why United fans stopped talking about it after Barca, because we were getting stick, bro.
And Barca lost 8-2 to them in one game. So
yeah,
that was bad.
That was bad.
Even Tottenham lost 7-2 at home, innit? They didn't lose 8-2.
7-2, yeah, to Bayern as well.
Bayern. They just do it all the time.
Yeah, Bayern just slapped up teams, bro.
That's some horrible beatings.
Removing the away goals favors the bigger club, in my opinion. The smaller clubs would get an away goal against a run of players sneak through.
We see that a few bits.
Yes. I hear the take. That's true. What I would also say is, like, if you are an underdog, for example, and you lose 2-1 at home to someone who's better than you, before you would have just been like, oh, yeah, that's it. Because we ain't going there and winning 2-0. But now, you know that if you lose 2-1 at home, you sneak an early goal in first 10 minutes, you're level on the tie. You're level. You can
look at Villareal.
Villareal, perfect example. Like, they drew 1-1. What did they do? They drew 1-1 at home to Juve.
Yeah, I think they did.
In the olden days, they would have been like, crap, we have to find a way to win. But instead, it was Juve that still felt like they were on the initiative. Because if Juve had drawn 1-1, Juve would have been chilling at half time. No, they would have been like, all right, let's see if they can score. Not vice versa. So you're right, YO. But there's also the other side where it can indirectly help them as well.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So but yeah, man. To round up, what we said about Benzema, though, Gillo, man, Ballon d'Or wise, some people are saying almost done and dusted, especially because it's now only done in seasons now. It's not like calendar years, the actual season. What do you think, man? Is Benzema done and dusted Ballon d'Or?
He's matching Lewandowski's numbers now, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, and we all know he deserved it. I mean, I saw a meme saying Benzema is just like there was a picture. I'm not sure you guys you've seen it. There's a picture of Ramos, Ronaldo, Bell, and someone James Rodriguez, Tony Cruz as well, and
Benzema's in the background clapping.
And now it's the opposite way around. The whole team's dependent on him because he was more time the supporting mechanism to them. Now he's the main man. Do I think he deserves it? I think it's been a long time coming. You know, it's been a long time coming. You're taking Tiki Penny like that. Vaz Edison, I would have got a red card and flag kicked him like he did Mane before. You know? So those are the most disrespectful goals you can never score, I think. Regardless, he's done well to get the first goal. And he's pretty much been doing this all season. Even when, Real Madrid's been playing bad, he's still been active. So, yeah, for me, I think this is his year. Regardless if he wins the Champions League, I think we should try and change it around a bit, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and I think, he's got the numbers. He actually seems like a great captain as well. Like he actually seems to actually lead when you see him play for Madrid. I just think if Liverpool win the quadruple, then depending on who contributes mainly to that in the running, whether it's Salah or Mane, then one of them two probably has a great shout. But in terms of purely individual performances, I think it's hard to go against Benzema, Jeff.
Yeah, I'd agree, but we know Ballon d'Or isn't really just on your form. Like, on what
they've changed that. They said they've changed that.
I'll believe it when I see it, man.
I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that.
We see now, even like I feel like if we just look at like Messi, like 2018, whatever that Liverpool year was, but he had the year of his life that year. Like he was amazing that year.
Oh, he was crazy, yeah, and he finished 5th.
Yeah, so I just don't know. Like if Real Madrid go out in the semi-finals and Benzema's had a great season, he isn't going to win it. Like even if they say they've changed the rules, if say Salah's had a overall has been a very, very good season. Maybe a quiet month or so, maybe 6 weeks, but overall it's been a good season. So if they do well, he'll be likely get it.
Yeah. Even why I was saying Mane won should win it because obviously he won AFCON as well, which is to be fair, if they want to start giving credibility to AFCON, then it's
all right. Do we think that AFCON is a respected cup to everybody?
No, of course not. Of course not.
I don't even know if that will influence a decision. It sounds
I even think that's a great point, Jeff. I think out of the voters that usually vote for Ballon d'Or, I feel like they remove like 15 countries which are like African or something because they're like almost like not good enough anymore to actually vote. So they would have been more likely to vote for like a Mane or something.
Yes.
So now you've removed that. Man, no one cares. Let's be honest, man. These guys.
Nah, like I don't think it doesn't. I don't think it influences their decision at all. Like I think if Mane wins it, it's not because this doesn't help it. Unfortunately, like it's just gonna be Champions League, and I just don't know. I just don't know who it's gonna be at this point. I'm the Ballon d'Or. I've been disenchanted with that for years. Like I stopped caring about it. So I don't know who's gonna win.
Yeah, but all right, let me ask you guys this: that Ballon d'Or stuff, because I've seen a lot of people on Twitter and stuff, good old Twitter, saying, we know that probably who's gonna win it. They'll just give it to Messi or Ronaldo again, right? But if we start looking back, a lot of these people are acting like Messi and Ronaldo didn't deserve most of them.
They did.
That bit's confusing because like for 10 years it was just them. I'm sorry, like the rest were good, but Messi and Ronaldo were the pinnacle of football for like maybe up until 2019 was like the final season, maybe, or 2018, 2019 is like the final season where you're like, all right, you're starting to see some human limitations. So if someone else can win it, but before that, I'm sorry, you weren't gonna win.
Like the year Messi finished 5th, that was a disgrace.
That was bad. They shouldn't have finished 5th.
Bad. Like people will talk about Benzema now, but Messi that year was quite a lot better than Benzema is this year. I finished 5th.
I think in Messi's, it's an illustrious. We can call it an illustrious career, even though he's still playing. That was one of his best seasons.
Yeah, that season is slept on. 18-19, right?
Yeah. He was ridiculous all season.
Yeah, he was a joke. He was a joke, but he didn't win World Cup in it. Modric is, so
yeah, Modric won it.
Fair enough. I ain't gonna hear Modric. Modric is a top player.
That's another goated player, man.
Yeah,
Fact.
yeah, no, 100%. But what we saying, man? Before we round off, what we saying in predictions in terms of Liverpool's game tonight against Villareal? Wild saying Villareal gets smoked tonight. It's an Anfield first leg.
Okay.
What are you saying, Jadil?
Easy 4-1.
4-1, so tie over. I'm gonna go. I can't lie. I'm gonna go 3-0. I think Tigers killed tonight.
Yeah, I think so.
Damn.
I think Tigers.
Big up Emery and them man there.
Big up Emery and them man. Jadil, should Emery still be at Arsenal?
Should he still be at Arsenal? No, I prefer Mikel in terms of his playing style and his respect that he gives, man. I'm one of his biggest fans. Emery for me should have gone when I know. Emery for me should have gone initially, but I understand our fans are impatient. I think only when Mikel come in and they started talking up, Edu brought out this there's a project there, and then people thought, oh, maybe we're just being a bit silly, just sacking every manager that comes. Do you know what I mean? Because everyone wanted him in. Nobody wanted Mikel in. That's why I respect. That's why I don't argue with fans about Mikel in terms of coming in. Nobody really wanted Mikel in, but nobody wanted.
I can't lie. I actually wanted Mikel in.
Did you? What would you expect? What would you expect to see from him then? What would you expect to see?
You know what? I just thought the way he articulated himself at the beginning, I thought was brilliant. And the first 3 or 4 games, the way we were pressing, I was like, finally. But then I don't know if it's the quality of the players that we have, that he just stopped doing that and started playing more defensive, and he kind of turned me off a bit, and that's why I've never been fully back with him again since then. Because the way he was playing first 3 or 4 games, the way we were pressing, but we were losing some of them. And I don't know if Arteta said, you know what, I ain't got the players to actually really do that.
Yeah, maybe. I didn't want Emery to go. I didn't. Like, when I didn't think Emery did bad. He had 14, 15 months in charge. I guess the Palace game was probably a lot of the games, or a lot of the time where Arsenal fans just said, you know what, we're done with this guy.
The 3-2.
Yeah.
That was mad. But that was Mustafi, if we're being honest. That was Mustafi.
Oh my God. Mustafi tried to shield it and Zaha just walked around him and scored. Just look at you stupid man. What are you doing?
Man, that goal is just mad, bro.
But yeah, well, I didn't want Emery to go. Like, I wasn't mad when Arteta was there, but I didn't think Emery deserved to get sacked. Like, they started making all these good evening compilations and just ripping my man.
That was rude.
That's just disrespectful. Instead of talking about the man's playing style, you're being personal. That's us Arsenal fans, though. We're the worst, bro.
You're saying good evening. Like, could an Englishman go to Spain and speak the Spanish language? Like, what were you doing?
No, but bro, I swear apparently there were reports the players were doing that.
Yeah, they're violating.
Bro, I want to know what player was doing that, man. That's deep, bro. I said players taking the piss out of the manager.
Like, even thinking that's why, to a degree, like, Arteta has to get some respect because he's changed the culture like a lot. Like, it's gone back to a more strict, regimented football environment. Like, you can't, like, how are you taking the piss out of your manager?
Yeah, that don't make sense. I would hate that, bro.
It's madness.
You're meant to lead the team, man. You're getting that kind of disrespect, man. That's why. That's why I kind of I know a lot of Arsenal fans hate it. Aubameyang, and yes, I agree. I think he should have been replaced. Yeah, but for me, I'll stand by this. Yeah, because I have to do it. I do it in normal life as well. If someone's beneath me, and doesn't follow my rules, and I give you a lot of warnings, I just want you out of my team. Why do I want you there? Yes, you're the best person. You're probably loved by the company. You're loved by everyone. But why would I want you if you're not going to follow my rules in terms of trying to get into that one? And that's kind of how Mikel saw it. So, yeah, man, it's crazy.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I wanted Aubameyang to stay, but at the end of the day, managers' rules are managers' rules, isn't it? Like, if you keep coming late repeatedly, and we still don't know the full story.
We don't know the reason, no.
Yeah, but if we suspect that it's lateness and all that kind of stuff, all right, the last reason was a bit harsh. I agree, but if it's 6-7 times, then I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I think we'll find out eventually. But yeah, Jeff, what are you going for?
I'm gonna go 2-1 Liverpool.
Oh, okay. So you think it's still going to be an open tie going into next week?
Yeah, but I just think that Villareal are not gonna. They're gonna have some confidence. They knocked out Juve and they knocked out Bayern.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true.
They're not. I don't think they're just gonna get walked over. But I don't know. I could be wrong. We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be. Yeah.
Trent's got his hands full though. I'll say that.
Danjuma.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That boy's a menace.
Yeah, that's going to be a very, very, very good matchup. That's going to be.
Robbo got his hands full as well. My Nigerian brother's on that wing goal.
Oh yeah, Chukwueze, right?
Yeah, man.
Okay, yeah.
Is he starting?
He probably will. He didn't start the last game. He came on as a sub and he scored the winning goal.
Scored the winning goal. Yeah. So he probably will start today.
I mean, in 2 minutes we'll find the lineups, but I think he will start. I see him starting.
Yeah, I think he'll start.
Lineups are out.
Are they out? Yeah.
Yeah,
these are two pacey guys, and Robbo and Trent's not the fastest, but they got Van Dijk there, who's one of the smartest, so he can arrange the back line to stop the speed.
And I think they'll play Konate as well, Liverpool. I think
Konate starting. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I thought so.
Okay,
and yes, looks like Salah, Mane, and Diaz, the dangerous three, are starting.
Yeah.
And then for Villareal, well, it says Coquelin left midfield. That's not true, but it's Parejo, Coquelin, Capoue, and Chukwueze. It looks like Lo Celso is probably behind the strikers, and then Danjuma's up there.
I forgot about that.
Lo Celso force 9 thing.
Possibly.
And then Danjuma, Chukwueze on the wings with Coquelin, Parejo, Capoue as the midfield three.
You already know what's happening. If that's happening, you know they're going to be relying on the wingers to do a manage to run.
Bro, you already know what tells me they're doing what Everton did at the weekend.
Yeah.
They're coming with Danjuma and Chukwueze on the wings. No, it should be a decent game actually. I think Liverpool will win, but I think moments that'll be interesting still. But yeah, man. But listen, people,
they could lose though. They could lose though. Imagine they lose. What that does for football?
If they lose, listen. The thing is, even let's say Liverpool lost 2-0 today, I still think they could go to Villareal and win 3-0.
Wait,
that's the problem with this tie.
You don't think Emery's going to park the bus? I know they love playing against.
He'll park the bus.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It don't mean you're going to win if you park that. It's Liverpool and Liverpool.
Yeah.
Liverpool.
Obviously, Liverpool would prefer not to lose today because Emery's not the kind of guy you want to be down to in a European tie going to his home ground. Like, he is one of the best European managers. I think he's kind of proved that right now.
Facts.
Arsenal did get to Europa League final under him. We got smashed in it.
I want to give him another chance. We were in Europa League again the following year, was we not?
Well, we were in like 7th or 8th under him, but I think what the nail in the coffin for Emery was making Xhaka captain. That was the nail in the coffin. Fans just did not.
I don't think it was that bad. I think the fans are just too. The fans feel like, oh man, I don't want to be like United fans. We don't deserve it though, man. Why do we deserve like if Xhaka's captain, man? Let us try and still get back in. But I don't think
it's just a hostile time.
But I don't think that's a reason to get rid of it. Look, Pogba's doing this, walking off the pitch. Everyone's telling him to fuck off and shit. And he's giving it back.
But that's because people were telling him to F off.
And he did it the same. And do you know what I mean?
But the difference is Pogba, when he was subbed, he just jogged off normally and people were telling him to F off and he didn't react. Now at the end of the game, he's almost in the tunnel and people right in front of his face are telling him to F off. So he's like, I keep it going. Xhaka, in a game Arsenal needed to win because it was 2-2, as captain, didn't rush off the pitch, strolled off,
and threw
his armband off, then did this, told him to keep going, then told him to F off himself, took his top off, and probably threw his top off. And he still never apologized for it.
Yeah, have you seen his new interview?
I can't lie. I didn't like it. Nah,
I didn't watch it. What's he said?
I watched it in full, but he was trying some. I don't know, man. He was saying like when he was talking about the red card thing, Jeff, and saying people talk about how I get red cards and yellow cards, but people knew that before they signed me. I'm not gonna change. That's my style.
That bit was foolish.
Bro, that's just
foolish.
stupid. Like,
yeah, that's really dumb. Like
that's very stupid.
They bought me a red card, so I'm just gonna continue. We bought Vieira a red cards. He changed.
I mean,
you don't just continue making wild challenges because that's your game. But
that's like me saying I'm gonna keep giving goals away. Like,
you knew that when you signed me. Like, what? That's what I do. But like, some things he said, like, Jalil, if you get a chance, go watch it. Like, some things he said, I agree with. Like, it's kind of like how much. Basically, what he says, how much disrespect do you expect me to take?
Yeah, I hate that.
That's basically the premise of it.
I hate that. Yeah. So fair enough to him for the.
I mean, he has taken a lot of stick, and I mean, we see it in group chats. Jack is not the main reason for losing, but remember, I mean, how much times everyone brought up Jack. I mean, I don't know if you got AFTV sometimes after the games. Even though Jack, we didn't score, but Jack is Jack's fault. And I used to watch it, and I see the bigger picture. I just think. There's just an agenda here, boy. If Banyam misses the pen, it's Xhaka. Do you get what I'm saying? And it's always been that.
The thing is, Xhaka sometimes I know reads the Instagram messages because Turkish has said before that he's messaging directly, and Xhaka has seen his messages.
Yes.
So Turkish would have sent him a message like, "Bro, like step up" and things like this, and Xhaka will see it. So. Bro, Xhaka, I feel like is the type of guy that reads a lot. I think he said now he doesn't. He said that thing, Jeff. He said that now he doesn't even bother looking at social media anymore after games because.
I don't believe him though, but.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
I think most players do in this day and age. I think that's what it is now. Like your phone is right there. Like it's not like 12 years ago where like Sir Alex can say, "Listen, don't be on your phone in here." Like you can't. Like it's different now. You go home, your social media's embedded in most people's lives. You're gonna look at it.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like second nature. So, well, yeah, man. Yeah, big up Xhaka. He scored a brilliant goal last week. So,
he's probably gone this season. I think he's had enough. I think it's done.
I don't know. You know, I think he might stay. To be honest, but
I don't think he wouldn't be in the same situation. Like Roma are gonna want him again. But we're not going to agree a price, so he's going to stay. Yeah,
exactly. I think it's literally going to be that. Literally going to be the exact same thing.
Hopefully he'll be back up then, isn't it? He might be back up then, because that's not a bad backup.
If he's a backup, that's fine.
I'm not mad at it if he's a backup.
I'm not mad at him being a backup. He's a good backup option. You need good backups.
Just don't start.
Just don't start week in and week out.
Because we don't know when the shit storm's coming. We just know it's coming at one point.
Yeah,
it's true.
It's reality.
Yeah. So, well, yeah, man. But listen, people, it's been a great show. Obviously, make sure to smash the likes. Subscribe to RBT. Follow us on all the socials: Instagram, TikTok, etc. Another round of Premier League games this weekend, so we're going to be back next Monday for the review show. So make sure to tune in for that. We've all left our prediction. I've gone 3-0 Liverpool. Jeff's gone 2-1 Liverpool, and Jadil's gone 4-1 Liverpool. So we've all got Liverpool winning the game, but it should be an interesting tie tonight. So enjoy the game tonight, people. Have a good weekend, and RBT will be back next Monday. So peace out. Take care.
Good evening.